Right, I'm angry. I'm angry because running shoes suck. Running shoes suck so bad. Honestly, can someone tell me when it became so normal for running shoes to be so expensive when the quality of them is literal dog shit? Like, sorry, who remembers the day you could buy a decent pair of running shoes for like 60, 70 quid max and it actually lasts a while? Now you go online and every fucker is over £140 and the tread on them wears away the second you step foot on a feather. It's an absolute joke. I'm angry because I have a race coming up and the entry ticket alone to that was more than a pair of shoes and it makes me feel sick, okay? I just find it funny for me to claim running to be one of the most freeing things in the world. It's turning out to be not so freeing, is it? Honestly, I refuse to spend any more money on this race than I already have to. I would also love to say I'm doing this from a sustainable point of view or whatever, but I guess the two go hand in hand. But now, genuinely, I just can't afford splashing out 100 quid every time I run 500 miles. Like, that would go by in an instant. Anyway, the point at hand. So I have these shoes by a brand called Ultra. Oh, dear. And if you don't know them, they market themselves as the whole zero drop wide toe box thing. Like, well done, you've got your USPs, you've got a good thing here. So don't ruin it by being so bad. Because I reckon because barefoot shoes are only getting more popular, like slowly people are starting to realise it's actually quite uncomfy to have your toes trapped in a box for a prolonged period of time. Like, I guarantee you'll be wearing them in 5 years or so, but I just hope they would have transitioned to the point where they're not branded solely as a barefoot shoe just so you've got something to shout about, but they're just a normal shoe. Like, why is wide? When no, it's just because in the past, normal was made narrow. It makes no sense, you silly people. Anyway, I've never loved and hated anything as much as I've loved and hated these shoes. Like, I love them because they're the only shoe that actually fits the shape of a foot. But I hate them because of how quickly they disintegrated. Like, look at that! What's that doing there? That's like, what is that? Like, yeah, to be fair, I run a lot. These shoes have had a fair bit of mileage put through them. But they're only like 8 months old. I don't want to buy a new pair, it's the principle. So it's time to take matters into my own hands, isn't it? I can't take any credit for this, it literally just googled how to fix a pair of shoes. And I found this Instructable where a guy just used a bike tyre. Genius. Because when you think about it, bike tyres can withstand so much more impact and still stand the test of time. All it took was a cheeky scroll on Google Maps to find a bike shop near me, and Bob's your uncle. We have a spare tyre that is in pretty good condition. So I think it's as simple as a bit of cutting and sticking now. First, which seems a little bit scary and detrimental, but I'm going to get rid of all of the old tread. I mean, it's not like there's much of it left anyway. But then we have like a level playing field to start with. And for these little buggers, we have a magical invention from the one and only Stormcare. DM me for my discount code. It's like duct tape, but better. Basically, there's my sales pitch. I'm off shift. So yeah, let's do some crafting. What's the worst that could happen? He's so sick. That tray. Jeez. Order restored.
I'll be over at 10, you told me time and again, but you're late. I wait around and then I run to the door. I can't take anymore. It's not you. You let me down again. Baby, try to find a little time and I'll make you happy.
30 minutes later, we have a whole brand new shoe and no money spent. Time to go on a run. So I want to end this with a public service announcement. For any running shoe manufacturers out there want to get in touch so we can talk about this properly, that would be great. Like, honestly, who's making these things? And are you doing it bad on purpose? I really don't understand. For the amount of years humans have been wearing shoes, I really thought we could do things better by now. Also, have you actually talked to any of the people who are wearing these shoes or read the reviews online? Like, you can't hide away from this shit. And have you ever met someone who could wholeheartedly say that their running shoe is perfect? Like, no, I get it, it's impossible to please everyone. But just please listen to the majority and sort it out. Like, no, I don't have to go cutting up bike tyres. Ugh, dear. Thanks for listening.